So perspectives are made up of two elements.
Point and view. Like you can think of the word viewpoint or point of view, the hyphenated concept of point of view. A perspective, a lot of people confuse the word perspective as being the same as the point, the looker.
Right.
But a perspective is actually the interaction between the looker and the looked at, the point and the view. So every perspective has two variables, not one. The interaction between who or what is doing the looking and who or what is being looked at. So we call those variables point and view.
Right.
And when we think of the common word viewpoint, it's sort of telling you that there's two parts. There's the view and there's the point.
Well, and I think what's interesting and what's important for people to realize is when you change the point, it's a different perspective. When you change the view, it's a different perspective.
That's right.
So, for example, I can look at a sugar packet. I'm the point. The sugar packet's the view.
Yeah.
And that's my
That is
perspective.
a perspective. Yeah.
Then I can look at the Expo pen. So it's a different view and it's my point, but it's a different perspective because it's a different combination.
Yes.
Right?
And that becomes important because if you understand that all perspectives have these two variables, then you can really deeply understand how it is that we could possibly share a perspective or disagree on a perspective. So if we can have the same point and the same view, then we have the same perspective.
Interesting.
Right? If our point differs or our view differs, then we don't have the same perspective.
Right. So that's the basis of all of the polarization, conflict. Like we all have a point. We're all a point. And we may be looking at the same view, like, I don't know, something.
A glass full of, it's got some water in it.
Yeah.
And
is it
we're going to go to blows over, is it half full or half empty? Well,
depends on your.
You have the same view, which is the same glass, but your point is different. You're emphasizing certain things. You're biasing certain things. That could be based on your experience or what your beliefs or your biases or all kinds of things go into alterations at the point.
Right. And so the view is what's being looked at.
Yep.
And the point is the looker.
The looker.
And what you're getting at is the looker is a whole bag of experiences and bias and preferences and
beliefs,
mental models about things that we bring every time we're looking at something.
Yeah, all of those things are mental models, essentially. Right. Whether it's beliefs or biases or experiences or whatever, all of that is collectively their mental models. And so, a classic example is me and you can go to the exact same movie, sit in the movie theater and watch the exact same movie, and you could interview us when we both left the movie theater, and we might tell you totally different things, totally different takeaways. Yeah. We might reference totally different scenes that we remember.
That's right.
Maybe I took some life lesson away from that film, and you took a different life lesson away, or something. Whatever it was, you thought different parts were funny, and I thought different parts were funny. Maybe you hated it and I liked it. Maybe you liked it and I hated it. We literally watched the same movie.
Same view, same thing.
Different points,
right?
Same view, different points, two different perspectives.